from the cabin of another Fiesta ST. It's been a while, but back in a Fiesta ST, thanks to my friend who is entrusting me with his car while he's on holiday, and he's given me permission, obviously, to take the car out and to get it on video. So it's really cool. I'm like really excited to be back in this car. Well, not this car, but obviously I used to have one of these, so it's exciting to be back in a Fiesta ST. This one, like mine, this is also the Mountune Stage 1, the MP215 package. But this one's got a couple of extra bits that mine didn't have. It's got the IBAC suspension, so it's lowered by 35mm, I think. He's got the full Mountune coolant hoses under the bonnet, yellow coolant hoses. The car's red, so it's a nice contrast. And this is also an ST3, and it's a early 2016 car, so it's less than a year old. So there are a few differences between this car, which is an extra sort of facelifted version, and mine. Now we'll go through those in a bit. I'll take you around the outside of the car. I'll show you what the car looks like. It does look nice, especially with the suspension. But I thought I'd just talk about how it feels for me to be back in this car, back in an ST. Now, coming from the Astra, which is like a boat, this feels absolutely amazing. This is the first time I've driven this car. I've literally just put some petrol in it, and I've come out and started filming, so this is sort of my first reaction. I haven't really accelerated hard or anything like that, so yeah, we can share it together, share the experience. Oh god, I've missed that. I have missed that. It's so responsive. It's ridiculous. I forgot how responsive these cars are. Just push the accelerator and the torque, you just sail away. It's amazing. The pull from about 3,000 revs, you really start to get the pull with the turbo. Now that is helped by the Mountune, because you do get a lot more low down torque. But the pull of this thing for such a small car, it's insane. It feels like a rocket ship compared to the Astra. But the ride, as I remember, is very firm. As we all know, these cars do ride very firmly. I've heard that with this suspension setup, it's not quite as harsh as standard. Now, it's been like 3 or 4 months since I had mine, so it's hard to compare it, but it feels really planted. It feels, I mean, I've been go-karting a few times recently, and it feels like a go-kart. Really planted on the bends. There's very little body roll, particularly with the suspension setup. It just flies around corners. So if you have got an ST, I do recommend the IBAC suspension. The car does sit quite low, as you'll see soon. If you take it easy over speed bumps and stuff, it shouldn't really cause you too much of an issue. And it's not that much money. It's about £160 for the springs, I think. And then you could probably get something to fit them for £50 to £100, I'd imagine. So in the grand scheme of things, it's not that expensive for the extra handling that you get. But this car, obviously I said it's an ST3 and it's a 2016 model. Ford have improved the quality of this car over mine, which was a 2013. I've noticed the doors are more solid, especially the handle here, the internal handle. When you shut the door, you don't get a sort of cheap clunk. You get quite a nice sound, nice good quality sound. The handbrake as well, mine used to sort of wobble when it was off. This one feels solid. The leather feels a bit softer as well. I don't know if that's just me imagining things. There are a couple of other little bits as well. The rear lights are now LEDs. The wheels are slightly darker. The anthracite colour is slightly darker on this new one. Also, a tiny little thing I've noticed as well is the boot handle inside. There's a little bit that sort of your fingers mould round, which is a new addition as well. But other than that, I've not noticed anything different. So let's demonstrate the grip on this. Here's a roundabout. Just put your foot down, and it just sticks so well. And then you've got the power to power out. Oh, that's amazing. I've missed these. I swear I used to take mine for granted. The smile these cars give you. I know I've done 2 videos already, and I've done, you know, how good they are, blah blah blah, but they genuinely are excellent cars. Another roundabout. I mean, I just look forward to roundabouts when I'm driving this. Down into third, over the crest, and then you've got the power to take you straight out. You've got that lovely sound as well coming to the cabin. This is a bargain, this car, for the fun. done 11,000 miles, so this car's still bedding in. I think this car's got more to give. My car was a little bit quicker than this one, mainly at the top of the rev range, and I think that's because mine had done more miles. Mine had done over 40,000 miles, and the owner of this is telling me this is getting faster. He feels like it's getting faster, so I think the more you drive these, the more miles you put on, the more the engine loosens up and the quicker they become. So don't be afraid of putting miles on them. These are made to be driven. Get out there and drive them, have fun. Don't stick them in your garage under covers. Get out there and drive the bloody things. So here we are with the car. I'm going to show you around now a couple of the features. It's mainly the same as my old ST, but there are a couple of tiny little different things, the wheels and the lights, so let's have a look at those. So it's a race red ST3, early 2016, lowered on the 35mm Ryback springs. Now you can see the ride height, you can see how nicely it sits. It sits perfectly. I think it sits a bit too high standard. Now the gap at the rear particularly is nice. And here are the LED lights I was talking to you about. They look really cool at night when they're on. We've got the standard usual twin tailpipes, etc. Now the wheels here, I don't know if I go around this side, you can't really tell, but they are darker. They're darker than I had on my car. And they're sort of a deeper metallic. I think they look pretty nice. So this car is an ST3, and one of the features you get with an ST3 is the keyless entry. So here's the key in my hand. Put that in your pocket. Just walk up to the car. As long as the key is on you, put your thumb on this pad here, press down. Mirrors open. That's another feature of the ST3, the electric mirrors. And voila, there you go. Also on the mirrors, you get these LED puddle lights, which look quite cool at night time. Now inside of the car, it's all pretty much the same as mine. There's no real additional things in here that you can see visually. It's all very much the same. It's got the light up kick plates, etc. But another thing, I didn't know if you realise this about the Fiesta, it's got global closure, so I don't know if you know what that is. Basically, I've left the window open, as you can see here. So just imagine you've gone into the house, you've left the window open, you've forgot to lock it. So if you take the key, you press lock, hold it for 3 seconds, the window goes up. Little trick for you. That's where the real boost kicks in. Below that, you've just got the low down torque, but when you get to, as I say, 5.5, that's when the real strong boost kicks in. That's when it comes alive, basically. But the power is just all the way through the rev range, through each gear. It's there. It's not dropping off at all. The only time it does drop off is when you get to the top of the rev range, obviously. But you change gear and boom, it's all there again. Very good. So, after being back out in one of these little beasts, I suppose the question is, how did it make me feel? Well, the answer is, fantastic. My opinions of the car haven't changed. It's still an amazing little car. Great fun for your money. I still think it's probably one of the best hot hatch bargains out there. So if you are considering buying one, as I always say, go for a test drive, and I'm pretty sure you'll be coming out the dealership with the car. So yeah, fantastic little car. Forgot how quick they were, forgot how sort of great the handling is. It looks fantastic. I mean, look at it. This thing looks amazing, doesn't it? Just sat in the sunshine there. Yeah, so it's been good. It's been good. I do miss mine. I do miss mine a lot, but I know obviously there's better things on the horizon. So I'm just glad that I got to drive one again. So anyway, I'd just like to thank all of you guys for watching my videos. I'm very close to 1,000 subscribers now, which is absolutely awesome. I just need 9 more, I think, to get to 1,000. So if 9 of you watch this and subscribe, I'll be a happy man. So yeah, if you please could like, subscribe this video, give me some suggestions about any sort of future stuff you want to see. I've got this ST for a couple more weeks, albeit it's going to be tucked away in the garage, but I can hopefully answer some questions about it. if you have any. So I'd just like to also say my videos they're a bit basic, for which I apologise. I film all these on my GoPro, iPhone, and a little bridge camera that I've got, and then I edit them on iMovie on my phone, so that's why they're a little bit basic. Anyway, yeah, so if you like the channel, please subscribe and like, and I am very grateful. Thank you. Bye.